Hey guys, Tyler TK here. Still with like the swollen tongue sort of thing, but I'll try my best to kind of enunciate as well as I possibly can. But today we're going to do something different, and today we're going to talk about Ancient Ogre. Ancient Ogre, which I'll probably call AO just to save my tongue, was a character, specifically a boss character in Tekken 3. And what's unique about him is that he's actually an amalgamation of a bunch of characters put together, specifically characters from Tekken 3 and then kind of adjusted and made into the future for Tekken Tag 2. So why talk about him? Well, there's some speculation going on for the new character Miary Zo, hopefully pronounced correctly. Probably didn't, so I'll have to learn it. The new character who's going to be in the Season 2 Winter DLC from Madagascar. Now, there are some design parallels between the two of them. Then we'll do our speculation comparison at the end of the video, and you can skip to that portion by checking out this time code on the screen. I figure, yeah, why not? Let's talk about it. As usual, if I make a mistake, please let me know the time code that said mistake. What makes Ogre Ogre? So as talked about, he is basically an amalgamation of a bunch of characters. So he has a hop kick, he has a flash punch, he has infinite kicks, he has blazing kick, he has causes while standing too, he has BX full crouch down for 3 series. He has like everyone's attacks, and that's because in the storyline, he is like the ultimate fighter. His goal is to basically conquer Earth by absorbing all the energy and fighting prowess of these fighters, whether it's by defeating them or outright killing them. In a similar way, he kind of is like a character like Cell from DBZ, who absorbs his fallen foes and becomes a stronger version of him. So Ancient Ogre, or like again AO here, is the human form of his true ogre or demonic ogre form. And you know, there was a lot of speculation initially about, hey, maybe when ogre is under heat mode, he transforms into true ogre, right? Maybe that's what's going to happen with him. Let's say that's not on the table now that, you know, Miary is going to be the character. You know, it's more likely going to be AO by himself, if anything. And let's be honest, probably not. But I figure, like I said, it's much more fun to speculate it and do a breakdown of a better game. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. And I don't know if I'm going to go through the moves one by one. Oh yeah, one thing of note, I haven't looked at the frame data because there's no more frame data for Tekken Tag 2. So unless Init Tekken is still a thing, RB, Norway, you know, Avoid the Puddle, all these sites no longer have Tekken Tag 2 frame data or are missing AO from the move list because he's technically DLC, even though I think he was in Unlimited. Maybe not. Maybe he was Unlimited. Unlimited, sorry, was the final DLC version of Tekken Tag 2 in the arcade, and then when the new game came out, you know, the console game, they added like 12 or 14 more characters, and AO was one of them. So maybe, I guess, yeah, maybe AO wasn't originally in it, even though he was in, you know, Tekken 3 was, again, the boss. So all this I'm going to talk about is all from memory. There's a good chance I'll be wrong. At the same time, no one can prove that I'm wrong. So let's go ahead and jump into it. And we'll start with Flash Punch combo. 1-1-2. You might think to yourself, hey, 1-1-2. I know this move. This is a I-10 knockdown state, -17 on block. NC option, and you're 100% wrong. 1-1-2 is actually one of the most unique attacks in the game. Let's go ahead and put him on stand guard. So one hit and then stand guard. And what you'll find, that's not NC. So why is it not NC? Well, it's not NC because he has 1-1-2, and I think 1-1-2 causes a wall splat. And here's the best part about it. So 1-1-2, not NC. Actually, I even fucked up the timing there because it's very difficult. 1-1-2, not -17. It's actually -14 on block. Causes wall splat. The issue is you can't actually hit confirm 1-1-2. Try here. Like I have to mash that shit. There's no confirming at all. Yeah, that's it. Rough ass move. This move is so bad. The good news is a lot of people think it's like -17. They'll try to 15 it, and then they're -14. You'll punish them for whatever they try to hit you with. It's weird. Like he has a worse version of that move, but like every other move he has is like a better version or some kind of analog to the move that it's replacing. For some reason, 1-1-2 is not that move. Okay, 1-2 is basically an advancing jab. The idea behind 1-2. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of a different character. Yeah, this is just a typical like +5 jab, if I remember correctly. Your Punisher, because as again, 1-1 is bad. Like you have to mash that shit to get it to come out. Like 1-2, okay, your 10 frame option. Like I said, typically those type of attacks are +5, so I'm gonna call it +5. Okay, 2-1. Okay, here's our first bleed over attack. If you notice, this looks exactly like Marduk 2-1. And if I remember correctly, let's go ahead and find out. Oh, T-charge. Okay, interesting. So this is your stronger Punisher. Way better framed out. Typically like +7, maybe +8. Although Marduk's 2-1 causes a knockdown for a launcher. What's important to note about 2-1 though, is that 2-1 is a non-jailing attack. So if you guard the first hit, basically you can crouch and launch punish the second hit, just like Marduk. And of course the bad part here though, is that yeah, it's not even NC or sorry, counter hit or launcher on the second hit. So this is just your Punisher, typically 10 frame option. So that's weird. Okay, cool. 2-2, this is Mishima 2-2, so that means this is typically a 12 frame option. Although then 2-1 wouldn't be 12. I wish I'd framed out for this one. This typically +5 on hit, -12 on block. Although I think usually the 2-2s in Tekken Tag 2 are non-jailing either. So let's go ahead and have them try to duck under it out of curiosity. Okay, no, it is jailing, but still -12. So okay, at least that's good. I don't think there's any special property on counter hit. Yeah, nothing at all. Makes sense. Mishima 2-2 doesn't do anything either. Okay, 2 down 1+2 is again a Marduk move, very similar to 2-1. You can naturally make this up to like 2-1, oh hey, then duck. You think 2-1's coming out, if you're gonna duck it, well then I have a mix up with 2 down 1+2. Let's see, this should probably be 5-able. Yes it is. Okay, so we can tag out by hitting the 5 input. And then similarly, against a standing opponent, will then also give us our follow-up state 2 for tag launcher, red light destruction, sort of stuff. But yeah, usually this is like, again, like kind of like a filler option. You want your secondary character to come in, but you don't have a way to like easily get access to it. That's when you do something like that. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I'm used to using the back button. Cannot use the back button to get out of this menu. So it's going to be a lot of trial and error. Okay, let's see here. Man list. 3-2. This is Pulse 3-2. This is typically your filler option. So hop kick 3-2, and then down 1 to bind the opponent. Let's see if 3-2 has anything special on it as well. Wow, that range is pretty good though. Obviously non-jailing high. Okay, yeah, stagger, knockdown. If you're close enough, you can probably pick up. Otherwise, I think if I remember correctly, like either blazing kick, like safe tag, or deep dash, full catch jump, or 3-3 option for unscale hit. But I think you have to be closer to normally get a follow-up hit there. Mileage may vary. Demon Scissors, classic Mishima style attack. I don't think there's a taunt on this one, so if you miss the 4 slide 3, I don't think there's any way to hold down and take damage. Yeah, you're just safe option. I don't believe there's a tech hold here though. Yeah, nothing at all. This is just like, oh hey, either I want to do an advancing attack that's quote unquote safe on block, or I want to mix up some sort of low option without taking a lot of risk. Or best of all, if you're, again, playing Tekken Tag 2 here, 4 slide 3, and then you can essentially safe fall, which will then allow us to use an option like tag crash to escape. So we hit the floor. Yeah, so tag crash only available on your secondary character. There we go. Okay, so if you're like really low on health and you think you're going to get annihilated if you try to tag out hard, yeah, you can just 4 slide 3 and then tag crash to escape incoming pressure. But yeah, that's a Tekken Tag 2 strat. So okay, 3+4. This is Bruce is 30 plus 4. What's important to note is that this move is identical to basically Josie 3 plus 4, except Josie's 3 plus 4 is a launcher and Bruce's is not. So let's go ahead and put on Rage or counter hit. Yeah, so if Miary would have this move, it would probably be Josie's variation of 3 plus 4, which is a counter launcher. So keep that in mind. Homing attack, safe on block, not plus. I believe like minus, typically like -6, -7. So you can't just keep spamming it. But still, good space control, especially because like Ogre is kind of a tall boy. So yeah, it has pretty good range on for homing incoming tool. And best of all, there's no input. You get 3 plus 4 to smash that shit out. Okay, forward 2. So this technically is Wong's forward 2. Although things kind of start getting funky with the right hand of Ogre. So Ogre's right hand is typically his special arm. This Ogre doesn't have the snakes that are attached for extra range, but the idea is the same. So if I remember correctly, forward 2 is safe on block. It's an advancing kind of wall splat attack, so knockdown wall splat. Good range. I don't think it has good tracking. Yeah, hard to tell. But like I said, right arm attacks are typically specific to Ogre. So while this is like very similar to Wong's, this is very much like the first Ogre attack for the character. Okay, 3-2 or forward 3-2 rather, looks identical to Marduk's, although Marduk's forward 3-2, even in Tekken Tag 2, if I remember correctly, is a launcher though. So let's go ahead and put on counter hit, see if there's anything special. No, nothing special at all. This should be safe on block. That's the main benefit about it. But otherwise, you're going to be using this. Let's see here. Yeah, as your bound option. It's also a knee starter, so it's not horrible. As you see there, it is NC, although it is slower, so I believe you can sidestep it. But otherwise, this is safe attack for you to go for. So not bad, although Marduk's, again, is significantly better. Forward 4, this is basically BX forward 4. It's just an overhead attack. I guess you can argue it's like Kazuya's forward 4. Similar idea. Plus frame option, and then on counter hit, knockdown. Whoops, not that move. Spoiler alert. 4-4 knockdown, although, can we get Blazing Kick here? Okay, yeah, kind of not. Steel Pedal's not really a thing in Tekken Tag 2, so that might only hit because of flinch. But yeah, this is as a forward advancing pressure option. Yeah, not bad with it. Okay, here we go. Our second Ogre move, forward 1 plus 2. Advancing attack throw option. If I remember correctly, yeah, this is a high, so it's kind of dog shit. Also, because it causes the attack throw, there's no wall splat here. He just chucks you. So either it splats and it doesn't allow for a combo, if I remember correctly. The nice thing is the range on it is good. So I believe, if I remember correctly, this is like a 17 or 18 frame option. So this will punish like a demo man. Stuff like that. But yeah, as an actual like incoming pressure option, I'm pretty sure it's dog shit. Let's go ahead and put on sidewalk first, and let's go ahead and have them try sidestepping these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has 0 fucking tracking. Let's go ahead and test it. Yeah, it looks cool. Like I said, it's a long-range Punisher. That's it. That's all you're really going for. Safe on block, but in a game like Tekken Tag 2 where everyone's moving, it's not good. It's just going to be used as a Punisher. So. Okay. So this might look familiar to some Tekken 7 players. So this forward 3 plus 4 is, again, a Ogre-specific move. This looks very similar to Gigas down back forward. His low short, although the difference here though is because we're actually advancing as we do this attack. If I remember correctly, on counter hit, there's knockdown. Yeah, so that's pretty good. It's just a really long range advancing option. That's the main benefit of it. Okay, you can here and play like keep out, like electric style Mishima play. Okay, well I have this advancing low short to knock you down if you try to disrespect me. I have no idea what the frame data on this move is. A move like this with multiple properties, advancing, knockdown, counter at low, would be in the ballpark of probably like -14 on block, although I have no way to test this, unfortunately. Also, what's important to know, I guess, I don't think this instant crushes. Oh, maybe it does. So it's probably CS6. Again, no way for us to test it, unfortunately. Okay, basically King's shoulder tackle. If Miary was to have this, almost certainly would be a heat engager, similar to King's. So safe on block, really good range. Kind of has some phantom tracking to it. Not that bad. Not sure knockdown, wall splat, combo guaranteed afterwards, sort of thing. Really good move in general. Of course, his shoulder, so no reversal or sabaki to interrupt it either. Okay, down 4-1-2. This is Bruce's old down 4-1-2, like before Tekken 5. I don't know why he has this move, to be honest. Let's go ahead and put on counter hit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he still has this move. This is, like I said, this is pre T5 Bruce, which became a launcher anyway. So, yeah, the nice thing, this is a double elbow. If I remember correctly, it's safe on block. So the idea behind it is down 4-1-2, poke, 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 and full crouch mix up, hand sweep, stuff like that. That's the idea. Use the frames and then buffer into immediate force 50-50 or taunt, which we'll talk about later. But this is just a safe poke option. Not even NC. So yeah, very similar to Bruce, T5 Bruce, down 4-1-2. Shout out. Okay, this is another, what do you call it? Ogre attack. This looks very similar to back 4-2 with Marduk, but this is a very different attack than Marduk's option. In theory, when it comes to like back 4-2, in theory it would work the same. Although by Tekken 7, back 4-2 changed to a completely different attack that looks very similar. The idea behind down 4-2-1-2 is that this move is fully NCC. Does not cause a launching wall splat, although will knock the opponent down. The nice thing about it, the range on it, okay, I guess AOs isn't that great. But the range is okay, you can hit confirm it as well. Now, if I remember correctly, even though you can hit confirm the final hit, and the final hit, of course, is punishable, I think the second hit, it has string penalty on it. So this move here is -10. And then furthermore, I don't think there's a special property on the final hit. No, there's not. So, yeah, this is just, okay, I want to cause a knockdown. I want to get it confirmed. I want a long-range poke. And then, like, okay, I'm going to maintain and control pacing and timing by using this move until you get annoyed of it, and then you get hit by the final hit, stuff like that. But counter confirm is definitely a big part of the full crouch, or sorry, down 4-2-1-2. Ah, down 4-3. Now, whose down 4-3 is this? I think this is Bayek's. Now, Bayek down 4-3 is a different move, but I think this is his homing kick. Down 4-3 +4? I think about it. But yeah, this is a good move. It's a homing long-range kick. Natural knockdown, if I remember correctly, safe on block. Yeah, it looks like we're maybe like -5. Yeah, really, really good option. The nice thing is you can go for the steel pedal effect, and if they time it wrong, then they get launched. So that's like typical meta usage. Hard knockdown with down 4-3, and then go for a staggered option, like a blazing kick relaunch option. Otherwise, you're going to eat like a full crouch down 4-2, so on and so forth, down 4 or 4-3 +4, so on and so forth. Usually post down 4-3, you want delayed side roll to evade incoming blazing kick and knock it, reset launch. But yeah, down 4-3, this move is really good. Super, super good. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a Bayek's, but I don't know for a fact. Really, really good move. Down 4 1+2 is basically Wong's. This is Wong's down 4 1+2. This is completely safe on block. And best, well, I assume his will be 2. Okay, how am I going to do this? Yeah, it hits ground. I'm trying to time it. Yeah, so down 4 1+2, just like Wong's, hits grounded. The issue with it is your tracking on it. If you mistime it or they don't like stay on the floor, they're going to tech roll or evade it, and then you're going to launch by missing this. But yeah, this is completely safe on block. So not a bad move, not a horrible move, but also not a super good move. But yeah, Wong, it's kind of weird. Wow, I forgot all about this move. Down forward 3+4 is basically a shoulder. If I remember correctly, this is not hit grounded. Yeah. Let's see here. Animation-wise, this looks just like Jinpachi's forward astral projection 1, aka his shoulder. Because it's Tekken Tag 2, this move is probably like -15. If it's -14, that'd be very lucky. It looks like there might be a little bit of crush to it, but I don't believe there's any other special properties that are noteworthy there. Well, let's see. What's the range look like? Okay, not very good. Okay, down 1. Ogre specific move technically, but it's the same vein as other characters. Just your bound option. Launch your opponent and bound him to the floor. The issue with the Ogre, or sorry, AO down 1, is that the hitbox on this is very, very bad. It's pretty slow for how bad the hitbox is. Compare AO's down 1 versus True Ogre's down back 1, and True Ogre's is like infinitely better. It kind of sucks that, like, you know, AO is not even a good character to begin with, but then you have like one of the worst bound options in the game with down 1, and unfortunately you need to use this bound because it's consistent and like the fastest one he has for a lot of situations. It's unfortunate, but you know, what can you do? Okay, Brian down 2-3. Let's see if it has to counter it though. Honestly, I don't even know. Okay, yeah, it does cause counter at knockdown. Let's see, 3-2. Yeah, still guaranteed. Let's see, probably NCC. Yes, it is. Presumably still -10 as well. Yeah, this move is really good. I mean, elbow into a knee. I mean, fucking come on, man. Like, it's crazy Brian still has that. It's only -10 still. Okay, down 3. This is just King down 3. This is Tekken Tag 2, so there should be no properties. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, never mind. Yeah, okay, there's no properties. Okay. Yeah, so King's just +1. From that animation, that looks +4. That's the +4 animation, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, down 4-4 is basically Lee's down 4 neutral forward. If you notice, that's down 4-4. There is no neutral, and there is no additional attack here. So this is it. Down 4 with Lee is I-12. This is evidently not NC. This okay, this move's worse than I thought. Okay, let's find out. Okay, can you duck? There's no way you can duck, right? This has to jail. Right? There's no way. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this move's bad. I guess you're using this for the 12 low. Okay, so here's the good news. So the good news is that, yeah, it's NCC. The second good news is that this is... Whoops. God, the range is actually better than I thought. Magic 4. The bad news is it's bad. Okay, cool. You have a Magic 4 starting with a Navi slow without a mix-up. Okay. Sure, why not? Down 1+2 is basically, as shown, down 2, 1+2. It's just the standing variation on the same attack. This is a low crush option or high crush option. Launcher or 5 launchers, so attack out, so on and so forth. And then also, it's not that negative. If I remember correctly, Mardic down +2 is like -11, so it's even better than 12. So yeah, the range is pretty good on it. The fact that high crushes kind of churns silly and not very bad on block is actually pretty good. I mean, to have something like that is really, really good. Down 3+4 is just can. And if I remember correctly, this is Jin's can. Although the animation looks like Devil Jin's. So yeah, launch punish on block, I-15 launcher. Let's see, can we still get through 2 here? Yes, we can. Okay, so if it's Jin's down 3+4, this is -18. If it's Devil Jin's, it's -15. From the animation, I think that's Devil Jin's animation. Not 100% sure. Okay, down back 2. You guys might recognize this move right away. Let me just show it. Hey, what is that move? Whoa, that I don't know any character who has a move that looks just like that. Here's the best part about down back 2. What? It's a launcher? What? Word? Okay. Yeah, this is basically Jin's down 2. It's funny that Jin appropriated it, right? because he's the one who killed Ogre in Tekken 3. So of course his Demic 2. Also, in case it's not obvious, Demic 2 is a homing attack. So yeah, it's basically identical to Jin's T8 down 2, except having the counter launcher down. Jin, of course, lost his variation on that. But yeah, this is one of the moves you'll see all the time, because unfortunately AO doesn't have any good attacks. So you'll see this one quite often. Demic 3 is basically Heihachi's Demic 3 or generic Demic 3. This is the ship low, like if you have to just kill the opponent really fast, you hit him with this. Important to note that's just launch punch on block. Generic down 4 in this game is not launched yet. This is minus 12. But this move here will be like minus 15, maybe minus 16. Again, you're just trying to end with a really quick low, high crushing, really good range, really annoying to deal with. Launch it on block. Demic 1+2 is Williams Sisters Unblockable. That's about it. You cannot cancel it. Also, I don't think it has like any tracking. Also, furthermore, there's no launcher status on this one. This is like, okay, you're just showing off and you're going to blow up someone or fucking up. That's all it is. The range is good. That's about it. If I remember correctly, this doesn't have any Oki trap built into it, but let's go ahead and test. Just to see if it has any special properties that I don't remember. I will send him to sidewalk. Oh yeah, that's never hitting. Okay, one more time. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Just lazily walk one direction. How you beat the Empire. Oh, look at that, wow. Okay, yeah. Back 1-2 is basically a variation on double Jin's back 1-2. Similar to DJ, I think you can cancel this. Yes, we can cancel by holding back. If I remember correctly, actually this one might be better than DJ's. What's important to note is that these type of attacks, double high, I-12, wall splat, launcher, stuff like that, are typically in this game minus 15. In Tekken 8, they're down to 14, but in this game they're all 15. This one, if I remember correctly, is not actually 15, so you have to duck this one. It might only be like 13 or 14, so it's one of AO's better attacks, although it's really just a punisher, so it's not that big a deal. Okay. So this is specific to Ogre, although it looks very similar to Roger and Alex's variation of this kind of similar attack. Yeah. Yeah, is this a launcher? Nah. I was curious. So we get Oki, but yeah, back to 1, wall splat, launcher, stuff like that. I don't even think it's that bad on block, although I'd have to look the frame data. Typically, moves like this are in the ballpark of anywhere between minus 13 to minus 15. Knowing AO is a bad character, this might be 15, although I think there's a good chance that this one's only like 12, maybe 11. So one of those other kind of good attacks. Yeah, it looks like maybe only minus 11, minus 12. I can see that being the case. Back 3-4 is Michelle / JC's back 3-4. Let's see here, though. Okay, yeah, normally Julia's back 3 is minus 13, if I remember correctly. And let's see, does it launch? Yes, it does. Okay. Although from here, because we don't have bow and arrow, yeah, I'm not sure what we do to pick them up. I guess we could go for like big infinite kick. Stuff like that. Maybe that's the best he can get. I'm gonna try like one more thing. Let me see if I can buffer. No, I can't. Okay, how about full root? No. And then it would be like infinite kick here. No, infinite kick even misses too. Yeah, so it's the bad root, the full crouch down 4-3. Either triple low or the double low into the mid. Okay. But still not bad. Now back 3-4 with Julia is actually safe on block. If you get hit by the first hit, notice how Jin recovers. That means he can low parry the second hit. So even though it's safe, at least in Tekken 7, you can probably still low parry AOs here. Okay, now we're getting to the moves that are different but better. So back 4-3, 3+4 is basically Bruce's classic back 4-3-4. The difference here is rather than ending with the power forward knee, Ogre slash Ogres, even true Ogre does the same thing, ends with a double flying knee. So he ends with the Bruce QCF or CD 3+4 option, or 3+4, 3+4, sorry, technically. So what that actually means, I'll do an easy combo. We get a lot of pushback and a consistent hit there. If you're able to end a combo with the double knee, you typically have time to go for something like CD3 or a flying running 3, stuff like that. What's important to note though, back 4-3 -10, and this version, yeah, super launch punishable. So there is no mix up to this. It's either, okay, do you do the second hit or do you do the third hit? And unlike a different character like Bruce, who can choose to do single knee or double knee, Ogre cannot. So he's taking a lot of inherent risk by doing it. As such, this move is just for mid-combo tag assault and stuff like that. To extend the combo for your point character. That's literally all it's for. It looks cool. I'll be honest, it looks cool as shit. But practicality for like neutral game, like no, that ain't it. Okay, back 1+2 is a taunt. So if people don't know, when you tag out, there's a few frames before you can actually guard. So here, notice I'm tagging and then I'm walking. Now you can tag and cancel nearly instantly with an attack, including duck jabs. But if your opponent is going for some sort of immediate attack, like for instance, like say hop kick, and you go to like 5 and duck jab, right? You're gonna get launched. Now, certain characters can cancel their tag with a taunt, essentially. Ogre is one of those. So this looks very similar to like modern day Tekken 8, Devil Form taunt because it's a power crush. Similar idea. You 5 in and then taunt cancel your 5. And then what happens if they try to attack you, it kind of acts similar to a flash. You'll interrupt incoming attack by canceling with this back 1+2. So rather than recovering, on frame, let's say 30, or canceling into a duck jab, right? You instant cancel into taunt and interrupt your incoming opponent. Similar thing, if Miary has this move, this will probably be a power crush in the similar vein of like Tekken 8, Heat Mode, a Mishima, stuff like that. But similar idea. They took it from him. I'm giving him full credit. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Now, what's important to note though, if you do this every time, right, your opponent's going to wait for you to recover, and then they're going to launch you with a slower launcher. So rather than a hop kick, they're going to just go like, oh, you're in 5? Okay, now I know I'm going to go for a slower launcher, and then you just die. So keep that in mind. Back 2+3, this is Bruce is unblockable. Now, this move actually used the full track, basically. So you would do traps where the opponent would tech roll, and they would die because of it. Let's see if Ogre has that. And that looks like a resounding no. Nope. Yeah, they used to track, so that's gone. Although I think that was in Tekken 6 in AO's defense. Yeah, obviously, Asuka / June back 3-2. This is also a 5 launcher. Let's see, is a back 3 also 5 by itself? No, it's not. So just a hyper evasive option. And then, of course, the final hit is your like Asuka forward 2. Although that range is really bad. Okay, sure. And no mix up to it either. Okay, sure. Koto? Oh yeah, I forgot about this move. Wow. This looks just like Bake's option, although I don't know what Bake's does. If I remember correctly, I don't think it's anything on counter hit. But this, I think it has good tracking, if I remember correctly. Okay, so tracks are right. Okay, so it doesn't track as well as I had hoped. The only thing I can imagine is that this move itself is like really safe on block. Man, I think our heads are recovering about the same speed. Yeah, this might be +1, or sorry, like +0 or -1. Because yeah, our heads are recovering at about the same speed. Okay, a safe wall splat attempt. That's maybe +0 on block, kind of similar to Brian up forward 3. Although Brian up forward 3 doesn't wall splat, so okay. I mean, there's definitely worse moves in the game. I don't hate that. Capital, everyone's favorite King, Armor King attack. Just a long-range advancing attack. Your opponent thinks you're safe to 5 from this far away. No, sorry, you're not safe enough to escape here, so you have to hold that shit. So yeah, it's good. Typically, capital punishment is plus frames on block. I think it's like +3 to +5. It's also active for quite a few frames, so the frame data here is different than the frame data here, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, good move, low crushing, really long range option. Okay, Twin Hell Axle is basically Hunting Hawk for back slash Harong. The difference here, though, is that, yeah, AO has his own Ogre Flare on it where he ends with a double kick. This move doesn't actually exist until Tekken 7 or Harong, where his Hunting Hawk can Rage Drive for the double hit on the end. So basically this move doesn't exist for a few more years in Tekken 7 where they give it to Harong. So yeah, cool move. He hits his own twist on it, and then yeah, same thing, it's given over to other characters. Now safety wise, oh yeah, so the 3+4 doesn't come out because it's a Hunting Hawk unless it hits him. Cool. So up forward 3-4 are typically safe. The Hunting Hawks are safe on block. I don't know if this one's for a fact, although it looks pretty safe. Looks to be maybe -7 to -8. Okay, 4-4 neutral 4. Okay, so here's the good news with 4-4 neutral 4. A hit's grounded. That's it. That's the only good news. So this is an advancing knockdown mid-heel kick. So, but yeah, the benefit is just the fact that you can use it for ground pressure. Oh, you want to stay on the floor? I got a steel pedal. I'm gonna keep doing it, right? And there you go. See the frame data on it's good. It looks like we're maybe +1, maybe +2. So yeah, that's the main benefit of it. Not the knockdown. It's the ground hitting option. Approaching tool, safe on block. Plus, you want to stay on the floor? Okay, cool. I got the steel pedal for your ass. It's cool. I mean, it's not bad, but there definitely are better attacks. Lee sliding, just like it sounds. So, 4-4 neutral 3+4, aka misstep 3+4, which is a new move now, is basically Lee slide, although it's performed out of misstep, so the frame data on is different. So when you do this move, typically Wake Up 3 is not guaranteed, whereas other slide characters, that's the same thing with normally, this exact same move. This is just like you're just annoying your opponent. You want to end the game with something cheeky. You go for the misstep 3+4 to apply pressure. Although it's 4-4 neutral 3+4, not forward neutral 3+4 like misstep is for Lee. Funny, it's called Lee sliding though. Okay, Ogre move 4-4-2. Now, if I remember correctly, 4-4-2 has dress frame on it. Okay, either I don't remember how to do it, or it's just true Ogre specifically, but yeah, I'm not having any luck with it. If you know AO, please correct me. Okay, 4-4-3. Axe kick, Mishima style, Baek style, although I guess it looks a little bit more similar to Kazuya's. Standard pickup launcher, you know, good to go combo, super easy. Overhead attack, safe on block. Does not hit floor, does not hit grounded or thing, but yeah, it's a safe attempt. Not bad. It like again, it's just Kazuya's axle kick. Okay, 4-4 is basically Bruce's bazooka kick. The difference though with Bruce has to do a stance to gain access to this, whereas AO can just do it raw. Now, the nice thing, if I remember correctly, with the bazooka, is that it's active for so many frames. Depending on when you block it, the frame data can be like significantly in AO's favor. Again, at 0, it's less plus and or not plus at all. But then at like a tip range, you'll get probably in the ballpark of like plus say 7, plus 8, maybe plus 9. I don't think you'll get better than that, but it's decent. Again, the best part about 444, you do not have to do it at a stance. That's completely something that Bruce has to deal with that our boy AO here does not. Okay, 441+2 is basically Kunimitsu's kunai unblockable. Everyone who's ever played Tekken Tag 1 knows how annoyingly fucked up 441+2 is with AO and True Ogre and in Kunimitsu. Ugly ass move. Yeah, unless you know what to look for, you're always going to get hit by this. They're going to cheese you out with this. So, yeah, as soon as you see the first flash, you just got to duck. You have no choice but to duck. Unblockable. The nice thing, I don't think there's anything guaranteed here. Yeah, maybe down 3 at the best. Yeah, down 4 is going to miss. Yeah, 4's 50-50 on wake up, but yeah, it's really, really annoying. Also, because of 4-4 input, the range is actually really, really good as well. So something you have to look out for. The good news is you're playing against AO overall bad characters. So, okay, Blazing Kick with the old input. Down, down back, 4. Super launch punch on block, but range is really good. Typically, you can like stair step away and then buffer off of Blazing Kick off of your stair step, or space control and keep out. This is a 5 launcher, so you have access to stuff like that. Yeah, it's good. You need to say tag out, do something simple, Blazing Kick, and then take your running Oki, stuff like that, so on and so forth. Yeah, Blazing Kick's good. Really good move. Hits like a truck in this game, luckily. Okay, knee launcher, back forward 4 is Bruce's back forward 4. Completely safe on block. This is basically a better version, to be honest, of Blazing Kick. The back forward 4 is just a 5 launcher. Yeah, but back forward 4, really good attack. One of the more annoying launchers to deal with if you never dealt with it in Bruce before. Having access to a safe launcher, especially one that's a knee, really, 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 really good attack. Okay, back to 1+2. This is Wong's unblockable. Nothing special. Slightly evasive. The range on it is also really good. Okay, maybe not that good. But yeah, you get hit by this, you're not happy. You're not in a good mood. Although you're more like you see 441+2. Because yeah, it's much more versatile. Yeah, this Wong's unblockable. Okay, slash kick. Let's see, running. Whose animation is that closest to it? Okay, no. I got it. That's Miguel's running 3. Although maybe Miguel got it from him. So that might be more likely what it is. Okay, Hellfire of Steve Fox is unblockable. Evasive because he ducks down as he does the attack. Same thing though, all the unblockables in Tekken Tag 2 have like 0 tracking, so just sidestep and then launch him for going for it. But it is nice that Ogre has so many unblockables to gain access from. Too bad he doesn't have more Steve attacks. Okay, wall stand 1-2, classic Jin wall stand 1-2. All the Ogres have this though, so basically, Fada and Shin, he's really good attack. Pretty good. Safe on block. Causes a bounce state against airborne attack opponent. So really good attack for sure. Wall stand 2, basically causes wall stand 2. Homing attack, super launch punch on block. I think like Kazuya, this is 16. I don't think it's 15, so keep that in mind. Homing attack, also a 5 launcher, allowing for follow-up attacks, stuff like that, so on and so forth. Okay, infinite kick chain, infinite kick or Lee. Nothing special. Same thing. If you want to go low, hit down. If you want to go mid, hold neutral or tap up or forward or whatnot. So you have a wall stand 10-10 option. Keep in mind on block, super launch punchables. Okay, down forward for the mid. Okay, never mind. Low variation. Holding down. Oh, high variation. Okay, tapping up, yeah. Tsunami kick. Nothing special. I-11 launch punch on block. Really good attack to have. I mean, 30 damage is really good, especially in this game. One thing I've noted, I should have noted earlier, we're going against solo Mokujin, so the damage is actually less than it would normally do. And by less, I mean percentage-wise. The damage is the same, but solo has more health, so it looks like we're doing less damage than we should be. Okay, full couch down forward 3-3, neutral 3 or ult 3 is Baek's Snake Rocket. Launch punch on block, but it is a 5 launcher, so if your opponent guesses incorrectly against the triple low, yeah, pretty good. As talked about though, the mid is launch punishable, the low is launch punishable, so your mileage may vary, but it's a good way to end rounds. And then also, if you need to safe tag out, if you have multiple hits or weird situations where Blazing Kick will not work, the Snake Kick option is pretty good. Okay, so basically this is Anna's full crush forward 1. Obviously it's a different move now in Tekken 8. The idea is the same though. The idea is the same because this is, best of all, a 5 launcher. So we can tag out. So I don't know, we'll go like 3-1. Something simple. And of course the reason he has the mid is to complement, we'll jump to it, the hand sweep. Now the problem though in Tekken Tag 2, this hand sweep is not a launcher. It's just a really good way to force low option. But yeah, resets of course. But yeah, I don't think there's any actual real follow-up here. Apart from, yeah, the low kicking options instead. So it's not the best mix-up, although the full crouch one, forward 1, being a 5 launcher is really huge. Okay, and actually he has a better version of Anna's full crouch forward 2. So obviously in Tekken 7, Anna full crouch forward 2 is a power crush. I don't think it is an 8. But instead of him just causing a simple knockdown, this power spikes the opponent into the floor where follow-up hits are guaranteed, or Oki traps, stuff like that. So this one is like way better than Anna's, although he has taken her whole full crouch game. Oh wow, okay, he has full crouch down for 1. This is Jinpachi's attack. This is a, I think, -12 hand sweep, and if I remember correctly, I countered it knockdown. Yeah. Okay, I didn't realize he has this move. This move is actually really good for Jinpachi. Cool. Okay, he has something to better complement the riskier option like full crouch forward 1, full crouch down forward 2, so on and so forth. He has a little hand sweep as well. Okay, I forgot about that. Pretty good. As talked about, hand sweep, not a full launcher, small combo. Ah, okay. So what do you do post full crouch down forward 2? So first of all, we have sidestep 2, 5 launcher. I don't remember the frame down on this. This might be safe. Ooh, it's close. Yeah, I think this. I know it's safe for P-Jack, Pro-type Jack, but I don't know. I don't think this is that bad on block. It might be like -12 at most. I wish I had frame data for this one. But the more important one is sidestep 4. So this is a ogre specific attack. The nice thing with sidestep 4, because it's a sidestep attack, you know, kind of similar to diagonal cancel hop kick, we can effectively perform this out of FC by just sidestepping off FC. But yeah, any sort of FC option you can cancel it with sidestep 4. Of course, in Tekken Tag 2, sidestep into foreground is not a thing, so we can't actually go this way off FC. So we have to go this way to go for the option. Although from here, similar idea. We have the sidestep and full crouch pressure follow-up option. We can go for a reset, or we can go for like a chip low post sidestep 4, stuff like that. Now, I believe this is at least 14. It probably is like 16 on block. But yeah, it's really fucking annoying because, yeah, it's completely invisible. Frame-wise, it's probably like 18 or 19. But yeah, it's something you have to deal with. But most often, This is part of your like full crouch game. Apply follow pressure, so on and so forth. Really good attack. Okay, and that's basically it. Ancient Ogre is because an amalgamation of a bunch of characters. He doesn't really have his own move list. This might also be part of the fact that he's like later DLC. But yeah, his throws are the more unique stuff. So he has the Bear Hug, which is a Ogre staple. But he also has the other Ogre staple, which is the Force Grab, Force Stroke. He has cool throws. Let's see here. Whoa, that's kind of cool animation. Kick the shit out of him. I don't think I've ever seen that. Punch the shit out of him. Oh, ouch, that would hurt. I like the leg dangling animation part of it. Wow. And then he has a force grab on the back as well. Kind of similar to like Panda or Bear HPS 4+2 throw, where he just throws the shit out of you. Looks cool. Also interesting, does 60 damage. Hey Namco, buff Dragunov. Oh, and here we go. And finally, the big boy, Waning Moon. So, for people who don't know, Waning Moon, even though it's a down forward 1+2, or 2+4, it's a 1+2 break. You can even save tag out, where I-13 is guaranteed, although the opponent's left an FC. So it'd be more like Tsunami Kick. Oh, maybe Capital? Okay, yeah, Capital and then all combo. So it's just like True Ogre. Certain body sizes can be comboed, but others can't. AO has that style combo. Yeah, as talked about, old boss character, real True Ogre, the ugly version of this character, is like arguably the better version of the two of them. Although it is kind of cool to have a character who has a bunch of other characters' attacks. So, in a similar vein, Necrid from Soul Calibur, stuff like that. Similar idea, you know, you take a bunch of moves, put them into a single character. This is like the closest thing we can get to Mokujin without adding Mokujin. And at the same time, it's like, okay, well, we have a new possible base character to go along with it. So let's go ahead and talk about the possible influences and other things to talk about regarding her and Ogre. Now, first things first, what do we know about Miary? We know that she's from Madagascar, her primary fighting style is Morangi, and she has a close bond to two lemurs that we probably see in the trailer. But before we ever get a good look at her, the first thing Namco shows us are her anklets and her bracers, where people noticed a distinct design. And while no civilization has a trademark on the infinity symbol, this particular pattern can be seen all over the Ogre characters. While Ogre's bracers are kinda generic looking, there's a ton of similarities between their anklets, to the point where there's literally heads on both of them, as well as her bracers themselves. And on the topic of hands, notice how her strap is entwined and her gloves themselves have a snake pattern, possibly pointing to True Ogre. And last but not least, she also has distinctive red eyes, a color not typically seen unless via the ogres. Now lore-wise, Harada has confirmed that there is an ogre who exists in Africa, so why not Madagascar? And furthermore, Miary discovered martial arts by mimicking animal movements, which are perfect analog to Ogre, who is also a mimic. It's interesting that Namco had opted to go with Morangi, a martial art similar to kickboxing, which it might have been coincidence when you realized that Ogre has more moves from Bruce than any other character. So in conclusion, possibility number 1, Miary has nothing to do with Ogre, and we're all reading way too much into it. That means story-wise and move list-wise, she's going to be completely her own character. Possibility number 2, Miary is a descendant of Ogre, but that's where the similarities stop, and instead is a setup for a storyline later in the game. Possibility number 3, Miary is her own character, but also has Ogre-adjacent attacks, such as Capital Punishment, Waning Moon, and Double Knee Launcher. Possibility number 4, Miary is a reincarnated version of Ogre, and is basically a palette swap, but of course her move list will be updated for Tekken 8. And last but not least, possibility number 5, Miary is actually Lei Wulong,